A depressed man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Another episode. Okay, how many are we at? Fucking
Close
30.
to 30-ish.
I thought we are 30 now, right?
Probably.
28, 29, 30. This should be the 30th or 31st. I think.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Counting numbers. I mean, wrapping it up kind of quickly, I feel.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about kind of what we've been doing lately with regards to our hobbies somewhat. Oh, so for that I need to pull up my iPad because it's mostly... I've been looking into animation as well now. I know I talked about like music theory as well, which I'm still doing. Learning about intervals and training it.
Yeah, first tell to them what are all the things you do in a day-to-day basis, basically. Give them like a full schedule, like an average day or something.
Okay, so what I've been doing recently is the following. It is starting off usually with animating something. So these I've got many different projects. So what where I draw something usually in 3D perspective because that's what I suck at. Right? That's what I've been focusing on this
that's
week.
what you wanted to learn?
Yeah.
Good at, I don't know.
Yeah, because I suck at it. Anyway, so first drawing something like that. And then, that typically takes a while actually, 40 minutes is the average. And then, this I do every day, for sure. It's 1 hour, usually, can't take more, of language learning, in this case Spanish. And the reason actually is because my twin brother hated Spanish.
Hates
Yeah, he had to do Spanish for one of his retakes. And he didn't do it. Like he didn't attend the final exam. And now I want to do it just to spite him. That's the only motivation. But it's a good motivation. Over an hour now for 53 days. And 53 days. I joined a challenge, for example. Hardcore Spanish 90 days. I am now 24th rank out of 158 people.
Okay.
Which is not terrible.
But what is the level you will reach though by the end of 90?
End of 90 days, I guess.
B1?
No.
A2-ish?
Probably A2, yeah. I mean, being able to somewhat string together a sentence and somewhat understand what the hell people are talking about, at least the general theme that they want, the most general words. I use AI, I use Link mostly. It's a good app. Been doing that for the last 53 days. And then for guitar, I've been doing that for, the guitar itself. Usually 30 minutes a day, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's less. I've been doing that for a year and 3 months or something.
Okay.
So that's what my hobbies include right now. So animation and drawing, guitar and language learning, and then exercise whenever I'm not sore.
What is the exercise routine though? What do you do?
Oh God, a lot of more. I don't have any videos of that, luckily. A lot more of push-ups because I got teeny tiny arms and you've been bullying me about them.
Yeah.
Look at these guns.
Yeah, I think it's coming though. It's coming up. Yeah.
So, yeah, just because I've been very weak. I've got a good back.
Yeah.
Like pulling, I climbed a lot before. Not rock climbing, but other climbing.
The lats. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been good, but I suck at pushing. So that's what I've been working on recently. And that's usually what I do. And then, of course, full-time studying thing.
Yeah.
And then for you, what have you been doing?
I mean, I'm studying as well. And I work.
Yeah.
Couple of jobs. And which is programming predominantly, engineering, programming, and embedded systems, working with sensors and stuff. And I do so many other things, right? Like I do 3D printing, 3D modeling now, memory training, and then
which you do every Friday?
Couple of days though, like couple
Sunday.
of days in a week.
Okay.
And then I do martial arts. In martial arts, I do jiu-jitsu, Muaythai, and like kickboxing, every type of kickboxing, taekwondo and stuff. So currently I'm more focused on Muaythai because I have a punching bag in the gym. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and you bent one of the metal bits.
Broke the fucking carabiner of the holding.
Just out of pure manliness, of course.
Yeah. I mean, like, just kicking the shit out of it for months, right? Every day, at least for 1 hour.
The bag suffers. You should.
Yeah. And I'm learning to do high kick though. So basically to knock out a person at 6 feet or more.
Yeah, it was weird because his goal was to be able to knock me out.
Yeah. If I ever knock him out, it's a good range that I can cover most men under.
Yeah.
You see?
That's
good
benchmark. Good benchmark.
Yeah. So I was measuring, like, currently my legs come till his chin here. So I mean, I don't have to go to the temple. This is good enough to knock.
Yeah, I think if you hit the chin.
And most people get knocked out in the neck though. How you get knocked out is when you don't see a punch or a kick coming.
Yeah, so you're not.
So how I highlight the kick is I throw a punch and hide my kick behind the punch. So nobody will see it's coming, but it comes, it'll bang you, you'll immediately go down.
Yeah.
So that's like a very powerful thing, the coolest thing ever. And participating in 3D modeling contests apart from just designing for no reason, so it gives me small finite goals to achieve.
Yeah, and we've looked a lot into multiple things.
Yeah, and also planning to start the aviation simulator thingy because a new simulator has come out, and then soon the trucking simulator also stuff I'll start as well. Just have to get the gear back from my girlfriend, and
maybe you'll start live streaming it again.
And VR shit.
Oh yeah, VR.
God, 24 hours is just not enough, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. And then, just getting distracted while doing those things. It's
except
annoying.
Studying, everything is more interesting.
Yeah, we've both kind of come to that conclusion now because I think we're both at a stage where we're able to pass in our classes. We're able to survive. We know which subjects to focus on and which ones to neglect, so that we can focus on other things. Because we both realize that, and we talked about this in more depth before, about why being a vet and relying on the pay that I put pay like that because it's not terrible. It's terrible pay. The working conditions and pay for a veterinarian is terrible. That's why we want to look into multiple things.
There should be smarter ways to make money and still have a choice to be a veterinarian whenever we choose to be.
Yeah, because we like the act of veterinary medicine. We just don't like the conditions that you have to rely on.
We don't want to be solely reliant on veterinary medicine for the livelihood.
Yeah, financially it's terrible.
Yeah. And also, like, not to be a one-trick pony. We made another video about it. Why most doctors are one-trick pony. With the AI coming around, you just cannot be skilled in just one thing and suck in everything else, or basically have no clue about anything else other than being a veterinarian, which most veterinarians sadly are. So.
Yeah. Because it can be very devouring in a way. It can definitely consume your entire life and become your central identity, which is a fall trap we're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
For sure. So that's why we're choosing these things. So that's important to consider when choosing hobbies, why you're choosing them. It's so that we can have multiple things that we're good at, so we don't feel like we rely on just, and somehow monetize it at some point. That's the end goal, so that we don't have to rely on veterinary medicine to pay for everything, because it's really draining.
Yeah, because we don't know which one will take off also, or we are just exploring whatever stuff we like genuinely to do, and it's fun to some extent, so we just
we feel like it's rewarding to some degree. Like it's we got multiple things like that, so that's why we chose it. We can look at some of our progress. You can bring up some of your prints and I'll bring up some of my animations. And people can see what we've done.
I mean, I can attach some photos. Yeah.
I mean, you can also just bring them up because they're dynamic. That's your main appeal, right? They're not visual stuff. They're dynamic stuff.
I mean, like, you want to show the exact physical prints, or you want to show the
I want you to show
Fusion 360 images, like the images itself, I guess.
I would like the physical thing if you have.
Yeah. Should I just show it already? Because the contest is not yet there, right? I haven't even uploaded, but yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna go to your YouTube channel and figure it out. You're just advertising your product.
Yeah. Sure.
It's not completely assembled yet.
Yeah, we are in the process of finishing it.
So while he's presenting that, I can just... Oh wait, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, this one. We'll just... So we can see it too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So kind of a Christmas...
It's a Christmas theme thing. And you
can... Santa's factory.
You could twist it too.
Yeah, you can conveyor belt, everything works. I mean, once we put everything together, the gifts go there.
Go on top.
And then the conveyor belt works, and then...
Twist it.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Look at that. And then the conveyor belts, and then this pushes back and forth.
The crankshaft, there's so many things, moving parts in this. This is something I'm very proud of.
It's falling apart as we speak. So that took a long time for him to model, because he had to learn it from scratch, right?
Yeah, he learned every mechanism, the bevel gears, the spur gears, standard spur gears, and then crankshaft mechanism, and then the decoupler mechanism, and then designing a slide, designing a sleigh. Like, so many things, man. Where did the sleigh go though?
Yeah, where did the sleigh go? It's a Santa sledge, by the way.
Yeah.
Not sledge, sleigh. I don't know.
Sleigh.
Sledge is different.
Yeah.
So that's what he's been doing. That's kind of what you've been working on a lot. And also multiple more useful things that we showed in previous videos though, so we don't have to show those again.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at that.
It's so adorable, right? It's all 3D printed, designed from scratch. It looks nice, right?
Yeah.
This is what people like. I show the entire thing, people like, this is cool. And I'm like, motherfucker, what the fuck?
It took like nothing compared to everything else.
Yeah, because of the curves, right? It looks cool, and then the contrast of red and white, and then on top of it, we are planning to do some decorations as well, vector extrusions from here. But it's very fun to make though.
Yeah, and it's not the most difficult, right?
Yeah.
The mechanical stuff is more difficult. So he's been making that for a Christmas challenge. This is kind of the way you reward yourself in a way.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Torture myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. So I've been making mostly animations. I've been working on perspective animations, just rotations. Do they go continuously? They look like that if it focuses. There it is. It's really difficult for me to do these things. They take so long to make.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting down and figuring out how to make them.
And all these things are basically drawn in 2D, and then he makes it
3D.
Look 3D, kind of play out 3D. So that's why it is hard.
This is how like a guide for that would look. If it focuses.
Yeah, it's focusing,
It's a lot to work with. And also that's something I did today actually. Just more dynamic, focusing on dynamics. It doesn't take long, but it's just the first tutorials. Oh, it's really having a hard time focusing on it though. It
because also the dot is so small.
Yeah, maybe if I zoom in slightly.
It's still small, but it's good enough.
Wait. It's tiny. Is that better? Somewhat,
yeah. Yeah, good enough.
It's supposed to... This is on its side though, but still. Focusing on dynamics.
So what is the end goal though?
Okay, right now it's somewhat to... Because what I'm doing to reward my effort, just like you're posting on Creality, I'm posting them every other day on YouTube. So every 2 days I post a short with them, the animation, on YouTube. Just anything that I've drawn up to that point, in addition to practicing other stuff. So it's posting these things. That's how I keep it more interesting. But also the end goal is to, I guess, somewhat
make a short film, animated.
Yeah, that's like a medium goal in a way.
Okay, long term, what is the goal? Be a director?
No, not have to rely on veterinary medicine.
Okay.
For money.
Yeah, in a way monetize, right? How will you monetize? To make a movie is a good example, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, in my case, like one of the reasons that I got inspired to do different things is like seeing people like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk and stuff, reading about these people. Like Joe Rogan is like a comedian, commentator, and then now he's doing like so many things like cold shower, sauna, and then freaking bow and arrow, hunting, archery, like so many things though.
He's
Comedian, like is still doing all those things and being one of the biggest, the greatest podcast ever made. So it's like, so I mean, like if he can do so many things, you can also do so many things. You don't have to rely on one thing. That will automatically one day help you do stuff that you like and still be financially free.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised on how much you can do actually. And
exactly. How much you can do, right? Like in a day or like overall in a
year. And paradoxically, the more you have to do, the less time you waste actually.
Yeah.
So what we've looked into is giving ourselves too much to do so that we don't waste as much time. Like recording
so
these
you
videos.
Always have something that you couldn't complete today which you should have completed. In that way, like you are less distracted, or you are guilty when you are get distracted for a long time.
Like if I sit for 20-30 minutes on YouTube, I'll just kill myself.
Yeah.
I hate it. And I want to get away from that thing, like feeling of wasting time. So the way to do that is to just get a bunch of things that you do. And a little thing that I mentioned yesterday that you seem to agree on was put on too many things initially and then pull back instead.
Yeah.
Instead of falling into the trap of saying you don't have time. Because I think you do have time. You just got to make time in a way.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have time to study these things. Like if I wanted to, because we're studying full time, right? But especially like the second year for me, that's when I really went hard on studying. And I got really good marks, right? Max grade in almost everything. And the things that I didn't get max grade was like one slightly below. Like that was the only difference. And it was just like, I could do that again. Or I could take a hit to the grades and then do multiple other things as well, right? I could animate, make music, whatever. And then record YouTube things, right? And also...
Yeah, you become more efficient overall as a person, and now you... Like, I have made so many people also kind of do similar things, like my girlfriend, right? Like, she started doing so many things now. Now she has like 2-3 small businesses.
Yeah, and she just got monetized.
YouTube, she just got monetized yesterday. So it's like... It's just crazy, you know. By today night or tomorrow, she'll reach 2,000 subscribers.
Which is insane.
Yeah, so it's like...
I like how we're over here getting hyped over the fact that we got 460 or something.
470 something.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still like, compared to her,
yeah, 4,000 watch hours, we are 700 or something.
But that's not terrible.
But that's a lot of watch hours though.
700.
For 400 subscribers or something.
To like listen to us rant about absolute garbage.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing is like it's very fulfilling to lead a life this way though.
Yeah, and
I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. And one other thing that we left out, we both do and we left out, you know what?
Not sure.
Listening to audiobooks.
Oh yeah, that's something we do in between though. Like, for me,
commuting.
Yeah, commuting, traveling, making food, something, anything. That's very good to do. Like, and get audiobooks and then listen to them while you do anything else, because they bring in perspectives. Like if somebody makes a book about it, they usually have thought about the idea to some extent. Or you could just do it because you like to listen to like stories or something.
Yeah.
But we prefer more self-help things.
Yeah, mostly though.
Yeah, mostly. Or a story that is indirectly self-help.
I like personally fiction. I love fiction. I mean, I fell in love as I read more fiction. One of my friends is a good author. She wrote the book Choice. It's almost so good that people all say it should be a movie. So there's going to be a second part, which I look forward to buy it. And then I loved Jurassic Park. I loved what was that thing? Ready Player One. That was the greatest book ever, man. Oh my god, so good, dude. The Ready Player One. And then I read so many other books also, though, very famous books. And just fiction is so good though. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also another kind of hobby, but that's something you rather do, because you.
Sometimes I do intentionally. Sometimes I just do it whenever I'm doing something else, which is not that important, kind of, right?
When you can split your attention to some degree, when you're not doing something mentally.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've been doing, and yeah, the last. Anything else? Yeah, the only last thing is to just don't think you don't have time, because everyone.
You'll be surprised how much time you have though.
Yeah, and make time rather for it. And also, don't be afraid to take hits. Like, I've taken hits to my grade average because of all the hobbies that I've taken up, which is fine. Now I don't care as much because I have the hobbies. So because you're doing more stuff outside of school, you get more. You don't feel as punished by getting a worse grade average.
And also you are like developing like a portfolio rather than just being a resume of just being a vet, you know.
Yeah,
what the fuck have you done? Just be a vet.
Yeah, because when it comes to college, it doesn't matter.
In his case, you can just say, I learned this language, I learned that musical instrument, I uploaded this many videos in YouTube, and I learned how to animate a movie. Like, you can say all these things. And he's a veterinarian. How cool is that sounding, Dad? I got all A's in Bucky Vet School, motherfuckers. Like, the employer will be like, I don't give a fuck.
Don't care, sir. Because most of them don't. They just care if you can do the job.
Did you pass your vet school? Then shut the fuck up and come, we'll teach you or something, you know?
They'll teach you. Most of the time, they'll teach you, and also a lot of the time, you'll realize, oh shit, this isn't as I thought it was in the books.
Because whatever you do is completely different from your education, traditional form of education, at least in veterinary medicine, what we find like.
It's really scuffed in that
And
way.
you can obviously pick up these practical skills by working 1 year or 2 years in a proper clinic full time. That's all you
they'll teach you though. That's the good thing, because at least for veterinary medicine, this is very like privileged for us, is the way that you'll get a job anywhere you go because there's so few people.
Yeah, and there is so much demand.
So everyone wants to have you in there. That's not a privilege everyone else has though. But it's still the same thing applies. If you're going for engineering, if you're just a great engineer, does it still apply, you think? Like, you learn engineering, but you also learn 3D modeling and 3D printing.
Yeah. Engineering is also a broad term, right? I am a software engineer. In software, I specifically code AI. For me to learn these things, like now also low-key, I'm developing apps and stuff as well, learning how to do that as well with the help of ChatGPT and stuff. So, that obviously if I just do AI, I will go out of business very soon, right? That's why I'm doing this 3D modeling, doing other things. Not all of these things should be monetizable. Like, he asked me, why are you doing 3D printing? Why the fuck did I buy that fucking big box? And why am I doing? At the age of 30, I'm learning how to design, basically.
Yeah.
It's just pure fun. It has no motivation. At least when I started, it ended up paying.
And now you've won 2 challenges.
Yeah.
Like 2 contests. You didn't get first place, but you got 8th place.
So the thing is, like, we participated in a Halloween contest where out of 1,100 entries, I got 6th place and $100. And then another pets contest where out of 300 entries or 350 entries, I got like 5th place. So it also paid some money. So it's awesome though.
Yeah, you've amassed a fortune of $180 so far or something.
Yeah, slowly plan is to get the money back for the printer though.
Eventually, after years of service.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
Just a couple of contests, you know. If I win one contest, top 3, I will make a lot of money though.
Yeah, and you can win a printer, so you can definitely earn that money back. So it's really cool though. So you see these extra hobbies, and also like we talked about before, you've also gotten a bunch of recommendations from your teachers because you do all these extracurricular stuff.
I mean, like,
which you would never have gotten if you just was a good student. If you just focus on your grades.
At the time, like in the second year and first year when I was studying here, I was also assistant lecturer teaching software engineering. Very strange though.
Yeah,
like,
and you've
to fucking study as a student and then go and teach as a lecturer or professor, assistant lecturer is like weird to do.
Yeah. Because you.
So all these things, like sometimes people academic institutions recognize, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah.
I would say it's always turned out good though. Every time you've done a hobby, it just it might not be instant though, but it does pay out in the end. So to wrap it up,
we look up to a lot of people who do a lot of things, and also we started doing those things, and then we currently have no regrets, honestly speaking, at least from my side.
Yeah, I don't have any regrets in taking a drastic hit in my...
So the goal is also in future to start a company as well, either independently or together, we are not sure. At some point we want to test a business idea and start doing some shit.
Yeah, start with we just call it...
That will be a solid, real challenge, right? Like real impactful challenge.
The Noah Kagan challenge.
Yeah.
Just looking into concepts, pitching, anything like that. That's what we're going to call it though. So that might be a separate thing though, on that channel. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because we can crank out these podcasts pretty regularly, so that's easy.
Yeah.
So we can maybe do an additional thing.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys want.
And let us know if you guys like these kind of videos. And then we also talk a lot about business stuff. Do check out our other videos where we talk about new businesses that we could try, like prosthetics, 3D modeling, and then like gaming industry and stuff, etc. and etc. Consider checking out those videos
and also checking what to look for when you're thinking of your business idea, you know. What are the criteria, how to shoot it down, how to bounce it off people, and the right people to choose people that don't care about you in a way, or your idea. They're not associated with it. They might care about you, like your mom or something, but they don't care about the idea. They don't have any emotional attachment to it. So that's something we've done in a video, so just check those out if you would like.
Awesome.
And that's all we have. So
see you.
See ya.